Well, hey guys, Juan here. Thanks for stopping by my channel and checking out this video. So if you stumbled upon this, I imagine you're in the market to buy a new soundbar and you're looking at this one here. This is a Samsung 60T, one of the latest soundbars that they are offering in their lineup. Well, hey guys, Juan here. Thanks for stopping by my channel and checking out this video. So if you're watching this, I imagine you're in the market to upgrade your TV setup with a soundbar, and maybe you're looking at this one right here. Now, I've always been a fan of the Samsung soundbars. I think that they make a really good product that complement their TVs very well. We're going to dive into the specifics of this soundbar and see if this one is the one for you. All right, so first off, we're going to start off with the looks of this soundbar here. It does have that metal grill on it that gives you that cool industrial look. Now the sides of this soundbar have that angular design that make it look really sleek. On the top of the soundbar, you'll see it's got the nameplate that says Samsung. Now on the front of the soundbar here, you're going to see a small display that will show you what source you are on, as well as what you're selecting on the side of the soundbar, or if you're using the remote control. Okay, now in my review videos, I always like to give the measurements of the soundbar just so that people can measure it out and see if it's going to fit in their particular space, whether it's going to be in between the legs or a TV, or if they're going to be mounting it on the wall. So let's go ahead and get some measurements on this. The length of this soundbar comes in at 43 1/4. The height of it is just under 2 1/4, so 2 3/16. And then the depth on this thing is 3 7/8 of an inch. Now the subwoofer, I got the subwoofer here on the floor, but I'll go ahead and measure that. The subwoofer comes in at 14 inches by 8 inches, and then it's 12 inches deep. So it's kind of a bigger subwoofer, but most people are going to be putting that on their floor anyways. Now let's talk a little bit on the remote control. So as far as this remote control goes, it does have that same design that comes with all the Samsung QLED TVs. It's very compact and it lets you make all the adjustments with the soundbar right on the remote. You can select the source, you can pair a Bluetooth device, you can adjust the volume, and you can change the sound modes. And with these sound modes, you're going to get standard, surround, Game Pro, and adaptive. Now to further define these settings, the surround will give you that widest sound stage. Game will detect when you're gaming and adjust sounds accordingly. And the adaptive will adjust settings right on the fly based on the content that you're watching, which is some really cool technology. For example, if you're watching something that's very dialogue heavy, it will adjust the vocals to make them easier to hear, which is a really cool feature. And if you are watching maybe a particular movie like on TV, and you know how when it cuts to commercials, sometimes the commercials will be a little bit loud, with that adaptive technology that's built in, it will adjust whenever it does those transitions. Now right here there are some controls as well. You have a plus and a minus symbol that will give you the volume up and down. It has the source selection, and then it's got the power button. Now the source button, it can connect any kind of like Bluetooth via holding down on that source button, where you just go to where it says BT on there. You'll hold down on it for about 5 seconds and then it activates the pairing mode. So sometimes you have to be a little bit patient with that one. But I recommend if you are going to be hooking this thing up to a TV, instead of going the Bluetooth route, make sure you go with like an optical cable or an HDMI cable. There's nothing that beats that wired connection. So what does it sound like? Let's go ahead and give you a sample. Now I know this is going to be a little bit different for all of you guys. Some of you guys might be watching this on your cell phone, some of you guys might be watching this on a computer or even on your TV, but we'll try to give you the best sound sample that you can get. Now all of that is powered by that total 360 watts of power, which is all divided up with the soundbar and the subwoofer. And with that total wattage of power, I think it comes in at a pretty good price point for what you get here. Now at the time of this recording, this soundbar is coming in at a little bit over $400 And if you are interested in getting this, I'll have a link in the description down below of where you can get it. Now this soundbar is a 5.1 channel soundbar, which means that it has that dedicated center channel, which does a really good job at getting you all those vocals. The rest do a great job at separation that makes it like you're getting a bigger system than what it really is. Now, the thing that I really love about this soundbar is it does have those high sounds that come in really crisp and clear. And then the bass on this is very prominent, so all those like booms and those explosions that you hear when you're watching action films, you can really feel those. And then the mids, they fill in very nicely. Now, one of the awesome things about this soundbar here is that acoustic beam technology that comes in at the very top. There's all these different series of ports that whenever you are watching something like, say, maybe an action movie that has a car in it, and it starts over here and races across the screen, the sound travels with that. So that's some pretty cool technology that they are building in these soundbars nowadays. So kudos to Samsung for that. Now, it works really well, but it's hard to show in a video, so you'll just have to take my word for it. So not only does this soundbar sound good, but it does have that 4K pass-through technology using the HDMI ARC input that's on the back of this thing. And it also on the back has a regular HDMI input, a DC power cable, a digital optical cable, and an analog input. Okay, inside the box, you'll get your user manual in case you need any kind of instructions to help get this thing hooked up. You will get a remote with 2 AA batteries. Sometimes they give you Samsung brand batteries, but this time, or in this case, they don't. You'll get an HDMI cable, a bar power cable, a subwoofer power cable, a power brick for your bar cable, a wall mounting template, and then wall mounting plates and screws in case you're wanting to hang this up. In my case, I just had it sitting on the TV stand. So that's what you get inside the box. So if you bought a new Samsung TV, I strongly recommend that you supplement it with one of these Samsung soundbars, and maybe this one could be the one that you get. And then even if you don't have a Samsung TV, you can still use this soundbar because it connects to just about any TV using those ports that are on the back. So is this a soundbar that you are going to add to your setup? If so, comment down below. I would love to hear. Well, hopefully this video was helpful to you in defining the features and what this soundbar can do. If it was, go ahead and throw a thumbs up on this. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I make tech videos all the time, and I'd love to have you back in the next one. Until then, be creative.